Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, June 1st, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Welcome to day one of hurricane season. Actually, yesterday I ran up to the newish JB's in Severna Park to record a weather podcast with George from Mdva Weather about the upcoming summer weather season. And I actually learned that it is also the first day of meteorological summer. And that's a hard word to pronounce. Who knew? But you want to stay tuned for that bonus pod in a day or so. All right, let's get into today's news, shall we? We lead off with a funny, not funny story. And Arundel County First Alert tweeted this out yesterday afternoon, and I'll quote, USPS mail carrier brawl. Sunset Beach, Rugby Road at Homeland Road. Fight between two mail carriers. The two threw mail at each other and ran their mail trucks into each other. No injuries reported, one detained, and they have photos. I'm just going to leave that one right there. Some help for 17,771 eligible kids in Anne Arundel County who receive SNAP benefits is coming this summer. County Executive Pittman announced yesterday that the county will be supplementing them by about $1.8 million this summer. This will add an additional $30 per child to the monthly SNAP benefit during June, July, and August, and another $10 in December. The county executive said this is particularly needed now because the families that are SNAP recipients tend to be those hit most hard by the inflation that we're all feeling. It is limited to the summer months when children are out of school and grocery bills tend to increase. AAMC keeps getting awards. This time, Newsweek magazine named the Annapolis Hospital as one of the best hospitals in the nation for maternity care. It's a pretty elite list, and only 161 hospitals were chosen. Newsweek and Statista all did the ranking, and it was based on three qualifications. One was recommendations from hospital managers across the nation in a survey, a review of key hospital data and metrics, and finally, a review of patient satisfaction data and surveys. So, once again, congrats to AAMC. I had no idea that the Chesapeake Bay Yacht Club down in Shadyside was 75 years old. Well, apparently they are, and they are celebrating it in a big way this summer. And one of the ways is actually the dedication of 2 more state-of-the-art floating docks for the facility. So if you're looking for a place to keep your boat, you may want to check that out. If you've never been, it is a lot less stuffy than the AYC, but has all of the amenities you would expect. And they do have memberships for landlubbers and non-boat owners like me as well. And while it is only 30 minutes south of Annapolis, it might as well be a million miles away. It is so bucolic down there in South County. So congrats to the Chesapeake Bay Yacht Club in Shadyside on 75 years. And as we begin to wrap it up, this really sort of surprised me. We published an article about a new Tiki Bar that Dave Rather of Mother's Bar and Grill is adding to his restaurant in Arnold, and it went pseudo-viral. Published it at 1 p.m., and by 10 p.m. last night, more than 17,000 people had viewed the article. Just goes to show that I will never understand what really resonates with the people of the internet. As to the Tiki Bar, it's going to be a fenced-in area, lounge chairs, cornhole boards, other outdoor games, a small stage for live music, and much more. It looks great. Once it is complete, I think it might become the place to chill and hang this summer. All right, that's a wrap on the news, but I am uploading a local business spotlight a little bit later on this morning with the Anne Arundel Medical Center's blood bank. That'll go out on Saturday, and next week it is Beau's Effort. And you want to keep an eye out for that bonus pod with George as well. We're always looking for suggestions for our local business spotlight, so keep them coming. All right, that's it for the news, but first a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company, and Alpha Engineering. Oh, and congrats to Susanna, who snagged those Robert Cray tickets yesterday. All right, so now hang tight. George Young from DC Mdva Weather is standing by with your locally forecast weather report. And of course, we have Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, with all of your music news in Annapolis After Dark. All of that in just a bit. So hang tight.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's are wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DC Mdva weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DC Mdva weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, June 1st. Welcome to the first day of meteorological summer, and it'll feel more like midsummer just like yesterday across the Annapolis region, with highs well above average again in the upper 80s to mid-90s, with a slight chance of PM showers and thunderstorms, followed by temps in the mid to upper 80s tomorrow, with a bit of a greater chance of some rain showers ahead of PM highs near 80 on Friday, with a small chance of some lingering AM showers before sunshine reappears, with the outlook for the weekend a great one, with sunshine expected, along with highs near 80 degrees each day. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info, and definitely be sure to download our DC MDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google app stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
One of the most common questions we get, how do I maximize the value of my home before I sell it? It's a great question. We look at improvements like investments. What is the rate of return? For example, if we invest $5,000 in painting kitchen cabinets and installing granite, how much more will our home sell for? The answer? About $25,000 more. That's a 500% return on investment. Because of returns like this, we have started a program called Investing in You. We know cash is often tight when you're making a move, and we are here to help. We will front you up to $15,000 to invest in refreshing your home before you list it, with the agreement to be paid back once your home settles. Call us today at 410-599-1370 so we can help you maximize your home's value.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, June 1st through Sunday, June 5th. Go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also both websites for the full schedule. We update the event and all websites with changes and cancellations so you know before you go. AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeprBuzz.com. Live music for tonight, Wednesday. Start with Happy Hour for Wine Wednesday up at Twain's Tavern with Lost and Found Trio Band. Desert Shade will be at Santa Joe's on West Street. Daphne Ekman will be at Reynolds Tavern. Larry Lay will be at Brian Baru. Joey Harcum will be at Mother's and Arnold. Dave Chappelle and Friends will be at 49 West, known as the Hippie Happy Hour. Nate Finn will be back at Knights of Pythias in Edgewater. Thursday, Get to the Point for Dan Haas. Ben Heemstra of Ben will be at Reynolds Tavern. Alexander Peters will be at Julep. Dana B. will be at O'Lawlins and Arnold. Charles Cavusi will be at Metropolitan up on the rooftop. And Moran Trip Band will be at Dark Horse. Weekend music Friday night. After a few Fridays off, start with happy hour at Blackwall Hitch with Dana B, and then stay for Brave Noise later that night. Steve Boucher will be at Annapolis Yacht Club. Alexander Peters will be at the historic John Hopkins House in Gambrels, weather permitting. And if you didn't know, proceeds from the music events there go towards saving and restoring this historic house that used to be the childhood home of John Hopkins. The Moran Tripp Band will be at Stan & Joe's, and Doug Segree and Eric Scott will be at Senior Chili's in Arnold. Jumpin' Jupiter will be at Annapolis Smokehouse, and if you were at the one-year birthday party for Dark Horse just down the street last year, then you know how good these guys are. Noel and Jeff are really back this time at Middleton Tavern downstairs. They haven't been back since the pandemic, so this is one you will not want to miss. Mad Planet Band will be back at Brian Brew this Friday, and they were a huge hit the last time they were there. DJ F04 will be kicking off the Annapolis Pride Weekend festivities at the Graduate Hotel in the Trophy Room. Saturday, start with brunch and the best view in Eastport with Michael K. of Pretty Big Deal at Bread and Butter Kitchen. Then head to the Cape St. Clair Strawberry Festival. There will be 7 local bands throughout the day, including Dirk and the Truth. If you head over to the shore, you'll find Dana B starting the day off at Red Eyes. Eastport Oyster Boys will be at Annapolis Yacht Club for the Leukemia Cup Race Party. 3 of a Kind will be down at Pirates Cove in Galesville. Lauren and Rusty will be at Brian Baru. Pretty Big Deal with Michael K. will be sailing on the Watermark for their live music cruises on Saturday nights. Sharon and the Edge will be at River Bay Roadhouse. Dana Denise will be at John Hopkins House, weather permitting. And Rickshaw Lizard will be at Dark Horse on Saturday night. Sunday Fun Days start with brunch and music at Gary's Grill with Ben Heemstraw of Ben. Then head to the First Sunday Arts Festival with music by Alex Lee, Them Crazy Maracas, Allison Tomes and Upper Level, the Pretty Music Academy, and more. Richard Hayward will be over at Galway Bay. And if you make it over to the shore this Sunday, you'll find Wheelhouse, Rockin' the Jetty, and Dave Teff will be at Libby's, which used to be Hemingway's. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. Summer is just getting started, and I'll see you out there.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.